Failing pharmacy school? Watch this. What's going on? It's your boy Kevin Yee, the PharmD. Got my coffee here, ready to answer some questions. Hold on, before I do this, and make sure to like, comment, subscribe this video. If you have your own questions, feel free to go to Refugee Hustle. I have a part where it says got questions. Feel free to shoot me a question right there. But today I have Rima, and her email reads with the headline, Pharmacy Schools Struggles. So her email says, hello, Kevin. My name's Kevin. It's all good though. My name is Reem. I think she spelled her name wrong. Rima. She's in the Middle East, but she's been struggling so bad that she feels so stuck. Here, pharmacy school is 5 years. I failed my first year because I didn't want to continue. Then my parents convinced me. Man, those parents. And I continued and failed my second year because of the marks. I'm very concerned about the years I have left. I would appreciate your help. Thank you. All the love. Rima. Love it. So I think the number one thing that has kept me going in business and pharmacy school and all that was having a vision. If you've watched this channel for a little bit, more recently, I've been really focusing on the vision, the lifestyle that you want after pharmacy school. So I like to have this almost like timeline where it's like escape and arrival. So basically, what you're essentially escaping is joblessness, right? You want to make sure that you have a steady income. That's why a lot of people go into pharmacy. They want to have impact, and that's the arrival. They want that, but that's not good enough, right? What kind of family do you want? What kind of lifestyle do you want? What kind of impact do you want to have on the community, health, whatever, right? Those are questions, right? And usually I like to break it down into health, wealth, and relationships, right? That's a really great way, a really great framework to start off. But for me, I always have my rich analogy where for me, I want remote income. I want impact and income that is scalable. I want cool, creative challenges, and I want to hustle with the homies, people that I really enjoy. So that is my vision. That's what I want to have. So really ask yourself, what do you want? And I think a lot of time parents, dude, they're always like telling us, hey, what to do, you should do this, all that. You know, it's really great when you're a lot younger, when you're like, I don't know, 5 years old and you're touching the stove and shit. But as you get older, you have to realize we're a lot more autonomous. They don't have much of a weight. Not to say your parents' opinion doesn't matter, but I think a lot of time you want to make sure that you're making your decisions for yourself, because you're the one who's going to have to pay off the debt if you're in the US, which is crazy. You're the one who's going to have to go through the job saturation that we're having right now. Actually, if you check out the numbers on Bureau of Labor Statistics, you can see that pharmacy is like flat. There's no growth for pharmacy, and it's actually trending down a little bit. So there's that. And you're gonna have to put in those hours. You're gonna be the one who has to accept responsibility for the consequences of going to pharmacy school. You know, pharmacy school is not easy. Being a pharmacist is not easy. You're held on a different level, and the rewards, depending on what your vision might not align. So I think that's the first thing. You need to have vision and understand why you want to do pharmacy school. That's why I tell people, hey, don't BS that part where people ask you, why pharmacy school? Yeah, I want to help people. Yeah, that's not enough. You have to go deeper. Why do you want to help people, right? So there's that. Now, for the more tactical, you really got to ask yourself, okay, I want to do pharmacy school. This fits the lifestyle that I want. It fits my vision, being a pharmacist, and what area of pharmacy I want to do. So now at this point, you figured out kind of like the lifestyle that you want, your why, right? Now we figured out what we want to do. Pharmacy is the medium to get to that vision. Now we just gotta figure out the how. And typically what the how is the first step. You got to go to pharmacy school and finish pharmacy school up. And so if you are failing a class, if we were to narrow it down a little more, it really comes down to, okay, where's the gap? Is it a knowledge gap? Is it an accountability gap? Is it a mentorship gap? Through taking a lot of digital courses, I learned that these three things are the most important things, right? And they apply to regular school as well. So skills is really making sure that you have access to all those materials for the exam. Do you have your textbooks? Do you have, I mean, textbooks are horrible, but do you have like things like pharmacy charts? Do you have things, do you have lectures, right? That's kind of like the skills, right? Accountability. Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing? So do you have something to hold you accountable? Do you have a group to hold you accountable? Do you have a habit tracker, right? Are you putting the hours in and putting the reps in? And then mentorship, right? Making sure, hey, do I have access to this professor just in case I have any questions? You know, talking to someone who's a lot more experienced. Do I have access to that? And so usually, I mean, it's pretty easy to identify the gap, right? Usually universities do a great job at filling in the skills gap, and they do a great job of filling that mentorship gap by giving you a professor, assuming that they're really good, right? But usually what's lacking is kind of like the accountability gap as well. So I thought that was, so think about where are you bleeding out right now? Why aren't you doing really well on the exams? Really, two books I always recommend: How to Become a Straight A Student and How to Win at College. These are great books. Take some time to, like, literally on the weekend, to block out maybe 2 to 3 hours. Pick up these books and you'll definitely get an idea of some ways to optimize. Now, is every single tip that in these books going to be good? Maybe not, but you can find, I guarantee that you can find something that will resonate with you. You got to find your own system, find out where the gap is and plug it. And for example, if you're not going to class, and I know we've all been there, like we've all skipped class at one point, right? If you're not going to class, well, that's the skill gap. You're not taking advantage of that, right? If you're still not doing well, go to office hours. That fills the mentorship gap, right? If it's an accountability thing, make sure that you have a habit tracker and maybe click up with a bunch of friends. Make sure, like, have you guys review each other's habit trackers and stuff, and making sure that you guys are putting in your hours. Yeah, so that's pretty much it today. I hope, like, I've been in your shoes, man. I know it sucks. It's not the end of the world failing a class in pharmacy school. I've been on academic not probation, but warning. So we all been there. But really being focused on the problem at hand and trying to overcome that, man, is really great. And guess what? Get supportive people too around you, because pharmacy school is hard. One of the best things about pharmacy school was the relationships, friends, and making sure that, you know, every single aspect of your life is kind of balanced, making sure that you're taking care of your health, because a lot of time pharmacy students are notorious for not taking care of their own health. They don't take any breaks. They don't take breaks for their mental health. And really, if people can start multi-million-dollar businesses, pharmacy school can be done while maintaining an active, healthy lifestyle too. All right, those are all my thoughts. I will talk to you guys later. Again, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. You want to ask another question, feel free to shoot me a question at Refugee Hustle, and I'll read it out too. All right, have a great day. Take care and peace, mother people. Bye.